Yo, my baby's crying.
I'm making Vietnamese stuffed tofu. If you know, you know. And if you don't know, I'm about to put you on. This is fried tofu. You can get this at the Korean market, Vietnamese market. I got this at H Mart. This is not a vegetarian dish, by the way. Just because something has tofu in it doesn't make it vegetarian, but it can be vegetarian. Just do the proper substitutions. You want to hollow out the inside of your tofu. How I do it is I take a knife and I just cut around it. So now there's like an outline. Can you guys see the incision I made? Now I take a spoon and I just hollow it out. There's other ways to hollow it out. You don't need to make the incision, but I think it's easier, so that's just what I do. Now that I think about it, I don't think this is Vietnamese stuffed tofu. I think a lot of regions have their version of making it. We have all of our tofu hollowed out. Now we need to make the filling. Smash this up. We just need to crumble it. Okay, this is the best as I can get it. To our tofu leftovers, we're gonna add some ground meat of choice. I'm using ground turkey. 2 teaspoons of fish sauce. 1 teaspoon chicken bouillon. 1 teaspoon of cornstarch. Blackity peppery, black pepper. 1 tablespoon of minced shallots. Combine this all together. Once our filling is done, we're going to stuff it back into the tofu. Make sure it's packed in there. When you're done stuffing it, it's gonna look something like that. And with my leftover filling, I'm just gonna form them into little meatballs so they look something like that. Next, we're gonna prepare the rest of our ingredients. Here, I'm just de-seeding some roma tomatoes. And then I'm going to give these a rough chop or rough dice. Doesn't have to be perfect. We're also going to need to mince up some garlic, shallots, and scallion for garnishing. Heat up some oil. Once our oil is nice and hot, we're gonna add some minced garlic. Dang, it's not hot yet. Where's that sizzle? Scandalous. And shallots. Once this is nice and fragrant, I'm gonna add my tomatoes, fish sauce, and sugar. Once everything's well combined, create a flat layer. And then we're gonna cover, reduce our heat to low, and simmer for 5 minutes. After 5 minutes, uncover. Now I'm gonna crank my heat to medium. Our stuffed tofu, we're gonna leave it meat side down. Cover and simmer for 15 minutes. You guys, I totally forgot to add my meatballs. There's about 4 minutes left of cooking, so I'm just gonna have to sear this off to the side. It's been a little bit longer than 15 minutes because Adam woke up from his nap and I had to get the little boss babies. After 15 minutes, we're just going to flip this so it can soak up all that juice. There's really no specific way how I'm flipping this. I'm just making sure all 4 edges, 5 edges, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sides of the tofu is getting coated with the sauce. If your tomato sauce is starting to dry out, you can add some water. And then we're just going to top this off with some scallion.